played Donkey Kong. And like, you know what? We've gone full circle to being just to being weird again.
It was kind of hype.
It was kind of silly. I'm down for some silly billies out here.
What was it, Spargo's Plant? I'm
a Spargo's Plant is hype.
I might be a believer.
Booble and I got the pleasure of watching Spargo's Plant win Squad Strike.
It was
we
rad.
got to like narrate that. That like went into my commentary in real life.
Oh, instantaneously.
Spargo's Plant. Regardless, though, we don't have Plant. We have the last DLC to get banned, which is going to be Steve. But Steve is legal here on Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
Is it legal all across Long Island?
Mostly. I know there's a small local Valiant Dice, shout out to them. It is banned there, but for the most part, at the other locals here, it is legal.
What do you think? Steve banned, yes or no? I'm getting a little controversial on the mic.
Yeah, we're starting things.
I'm going to say, let's ban them and see what happens.
You know what? We're here for the science, so let's go. Let's ban them. Because I know Waypoint banned him in the city, and Xeno's running a survey now. So like,
Aeon ran a survey a while ago. Don't know what happened.
I just wish we could all get ourselves together, but unfortunately, the Smash community is now officially like too big to like have like a table talk.
Lyric, we couldn't even agree on stage versus. I have no faith.
We can't even agree if we should run best of 3 or best of 5 in pools anymore.
It's tough, but nothing.
Oh my
nothing to sleep on Diamond Tools. You have to go low here.
Oh, I loved the setup there, getting like the single block spacing there, so clean from Syrup. Now, I mean, look at the lead that he's amassed at this point. But still, Jakal going to try and fight his way back into this. But, I mean, Syrup's got the diamond. Not a lot of rage to go with, but still, jab back air could easily do it at this percent.
Just about any diamond tool here is going to do it. Enough gold and enough iron in order to minecart out of the corner. But one of the things I really enjoy about Syrup is, while he's absolutely willing to do the broken things, like he's not going to not like press auto cancel back air and things like that. But I feel like I see Syrup do like nil setups more, or do like some of the extra ledge trapping, like anvil, or like setting up the wall and dropping the anvil. Like, make the checkmates. Like, if this character is legal, abuse it. Like, why not, right?
I haven't had the pleasure of seeing Syrup's Steve.
That's pretty good
beforehand, but from looking at here, there is a lot of setup, and I know Syrup has the fundy, so kind of crazy.
There was a fusion where Ubel and I believe we casted this Steve, and it was the first time that I think we had seen Syrup play Steve. And that Steve went from like an O-Tour Steve to like a top player Steve in like in a top 8. Like very quickly. Like we saw a lot of tech flubs, we saw a lot of SDs in the first game, and then we just saw Syrup be the better player for like the rest of the night. It was absolutely insane. Jakal though going to be able to challenge the minecart with the F tilt, doing a really good job of bringing this back, right? I feel like a lot of the times when you play against Steve, it's so easy to get discouraged too when you're stacking up so much damage in so little amount of time. But Jakal, once again, just one of the best players, I think, versus Steve, because he's kind of surrounded by Steves, right? You got Syrup, you got D-Dog as well, who's like playing Steve when legal. So, I mean, you get a ton of matchup practice. Right.
There's a lot of like, there's a lot of mid-level Steves in Jersey as well. And get farmed.
Checkmate.
Just owned. Like, that's the trick when it comes to Steve. I feel like for a lot of people and a lot of players, there is so many just like, how do I put it? There's so many like just do 'em options. There's no reason to not do like TNT down smash at ledge. Like, that's just really good. There's no reason not to minecart a hit stun. You do it because it's strong. Like, there's so many of those. And a big part about Steve mains is how do you temper your own, how do you temper the match? How do you become more than just like, I'm playing Steve versus I'm playing the game? Like, there's a realm in between there that's just right in order to make this character as broken as he is while still playing the game and still able to play around with how your opponent operates and how the matchups go.
Yeah, the Goldilocks era, essentially.
And he is playing Alex.
Oh, true.
It fits, the golden hair.
I gotta say, there are so many people that are so particular about so many things, right? I've seen people complain that people say Steve and it's Alex. It's the same character. Like, come on.
It's Enderman or zombie.
Like, oh my god, push up your glasses just a little bit higher. So far,
Don't
though,
tempt me.
game number 2.
I even had glasses. I did the push up.
I cannot believe this set is also for 7th, by the way.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this easily could have been grands. Like, I think a lot of people were kind of still expecting.
Ah.
He used the
Don't
block
worry, he's
against him. No! I wanted to see the finisher so bad.
Steve recovery's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's like instantly back in the most ambiguous way, blocks to refresh your jump. So many silly little setups and acknowledging the break of the first block to short hop, send the minecart through it. Jakal cannot shield or else he gets hit by the command grab form of said minecart. So the anvil just became a true punish for the spot dodge. And then F-tilt at ledge. But like Steve has so much going on.
A bit too much, actually.
True, but that's neither here nor there because the jab could lead to stock here.
Yeah. Well, true on almost all fast followers. The fact that that jab can lead to conversion, but no longer because it works at early percents on Wolf, and you can start SDIing out. But Wolf kind of going ham.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, right, like, if you're Jakal, you just have to play the patience game, and it seems like Jakal is doing it just fine, getting a lot of just these weak landing nairs into nothings, but at least they're keeping it close. The footstool, anvil, not going to be enough to take this first stock here, but now, honestly, Syrup, all he's got to do is line up for one of these back airs once again. Whoa.
I don't know
Ubo looks perplexed.
He was cooking.
I'm a little shocked here, too. I feel like Syrup is developing this character really well, too. A lot of setups I really haven't seen too often, but still, Jakal very much still in this.
One of the biggest boons for Jakal here is the fact that Syrup is not very far. Well, he's pretty far, but it wasn't far enough into his mining cycle in order to get diamond. But that little bit of extra time on the platform that Syrup took just was able to assure that on last stock, Syrup is threatening Steve at his strongest with diamond tools.
Yeah, but the big thing here is Syrup does not want diamond right now. He has a small chance of getting diamond, so you're going to see him try to fight with this stone. So if anything breaks, we won't see like a transformation up, for this stock at least, but he won't have it for his last stock.
Oh, for sure. It just doesn't matter. I mean, will we see Syrup on his last stock? A lot of the times, like, approaching Steve and especially approaching Syrup when he has his full range of movement and full range of options, that was really cheeky.
Yeah, cheeky for sure. That's definitely the word I would use to describe it, Ugo. It was so close, right? Because you're so mindful of the one stone block there. You know that Steve's want the spike off of it. But then all of a sudden coming through, Jakal going to be able to find the up air. That does bring us down to last stock. I feel like we've only really seen like the Zoner X, like I just want to jump in and get a combo started matchups for the first 2 sets that we've seen on Losers today.
It definitely feels like that. Oh. Okay, catching the jump in. And this is where, though having diamond, Steve is probably the most vulnerable. Like, low resources and can't really come down.
That back air was huge, though, to meet Jakal on landing, and now you just have to set up the ledge trap. Interesting formation there, but Wolf had that hitbox on his recovery. The up throw not going to do it yet here, Lyric, and none of the benefit here is none of these up airs will kill, but everything else will.
It wasn't even below the end. Can we get a replay on that, man? Can we just get a nice little short stop on that?
Yeah, let's just get a little quick little peek.
We'll get the whole game. Definitely a really, really good game so far. We're going back to Small Battlefield. I gotta talk about this, right? I mean, I think for us commentators, right, it's so much easier to laugh at Steve while we're behind the mic than play against it, right?
Smile through the pain.
Let's just see this. Ready? So final stock. Boo.
He air dodged. He jumped air dodged too. Jakal got. Man.
Sag. That's when you put Sag in chat right there. She's like, yeah, all right.
The Syrup fans, the Syrup fans are like, got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll play it after this. Ouch. Oh. You know that fish from
Wrong
SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Ouch.
No, we got Jakal here. No PNW Wolves here yet, but this early stock, instant anvil. I like how Jakal keeps going to this stage, not only for the idea that Steve's resource loop is consistent, and he's always going to have a low health raw materials in dirt and in wood pretty consistently, which are easier blocks to power through. So you're playing into that, as well as the fact that the closed-in blast zones gives Wolf enough range of movement, closed-in stage width. Gives Wolf enough range of movement to easily approach and easily find his way into the mid-range, where playing the mid-range reaction game is generally the plan for Wolf and for faster characters against Steve.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I feel like this is still one of Steve's better stages due to the fact that he's able to set up 2 blocks, and you have to force to jump in due to that platform if you don't have a strong enough move to break those blocks. And we've been doing that a bunch.
Ooh, okay, I love the weight too. Jakal gonna be able to fire back with the back air here. Syrup though, you immediately using the insurance diamond, right? You just want to absolutely evaporate this stock as fast as possible. Love the run-up grab, forward throw. Once again, Jakal, though, unfortunately going to be missing the ledge. That's just going to be a free F-smash punish from Syrup. I mean, I have to applaud him, right? Loses 1 stock, only took damage right after he was able to completely evaporate Jakal's stock. I mean, Ubo, what do you think?
I think this is just a lot of Syrup showing why Steve's matchup against fast followers in particular is so powerful, because you no longer have to, like for case of reference, like in order to make sure that your combos are true on characters like Jigglypuff or something, you've got to like find, or Zero Suit Samus, like you got to find like specific hits or specific openings or different extension. That was as Steve as an interaction can get. But it worked out for Jakal there.
Yeah, I think it was the hit stun of the block going away.
Yeah, he teched the block, but the block then broke immediately after. But since he was hit by the scoop up hitbox of up smash, he couldn't go into the later hit of up smash.
I see.
That's pretty Stevie.
That's Steve out of 10. Oh,
right.
No diamond on this final stock here.
Yeah, we're on a final stock. Though Jakal has been behind. You can just do a nice, good stock. You already see Syrup just wasting the materials. You gotta try to pressure Syrup at this moment.
You could argue that what's more important, as the stock goes on, like once Syrup took center, after like that little, the blocks to pause the game because they were so durable, like 2 iron blocks and a stone. All that Syrup needed, like he wasn't looking for like diamond or to craft better tools when Jakal is at 120, 130, whatever he's at, 140 even. What he's looking for is just like a couple iron and a couple gold to make sure that he's threatening both Anvil and powered minecart. Because back arrow at those percents is killing regardless of durability.
At that point, I think Jakal should have went onto the platform, because Syrup will stop mining because you are stuck in lag when you do mine. So if Syrup continues mining, Jakal gets a punish. Able to stay. No, don't be this stock.
Here we are.
Life of a Spacies player. Like across all games, right? That was like very essentially like, hey, you're a fast follower. Let me just like knock you off stage, right? That was very reminiscent of Marth down tilt in Melee.
Yeah.
Just like poking the ledge just a little bit. Still, Syrup going to have to fight again right now. Jakal does have the percentage lead and the advantage on the edge guard. Going for the down smash. Good stall though by Syrup here. There's the forward throw once again by Jakal. Definitely does not want to let Syrup get set up, but still footstool and raining anvils. Just player 4, what do? You
don't do much. You try to dodge the anvil and just reset the situation as best as you can. Ooh. And that's a messed up setup right there. I put it like with flame grenades if you ever played Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh my god.
Oh, Hellzone grenade, yeah. That's actually something, that's a brilliant point, player 4, because there's a lot of setups, there's not a lot, but there's a couple setups in this game that establish not only tangible threat, but also visual noise. And a lot of players, like, when you're both distracted by the audio and the visual of this complete smoke screen, it's really hard to react to what's coming next. So it makes sense for Jakal to hold shield there, though he does find a lead, which is so important in every matchup, but especially the Steve matchup.
Yeah, because this is when you force Steve to like try to play your game. And already getting the tech chases, 70% off of 1 conversion. Just Jakal kind of going off.
I almost want to see Jakal here like start pivoting into more like strong nairs through his combos to see if he can extend an advantage state without having to worry about Anvil, because it seems like Syrup is in a really has been consistently finding no punish except for exactly once on dropping an anvil as air go.
That did not even look like it went past the ledge right there. But
Untechable. Untechable as hell, as we like to say.
Untechable.
Yeah, but I mean, here comes Syrup once again fighting it back with the gold tool as well. Does have Insurance Diamond to get something started here, if anything. But look at this. If you're able to get the gold tool, and so far it looks like it's working, but look, no iron to really play with right now. No minecart either. Jakal going to be able to find the dash attack, which does give him the advantage going into the last stock of game number 4 here. I feel like we've seen this scenario last game, right? Like, oh, we could potentially go to a game 5, but I mean, look at Syrup right now, still mining away, and Jakal finally going to be able to chase down at least for a moment. But once again, how do you feel about Syrup's build patterns, Ubel?
I think they are interesting, but honestly, they're not especially bad, because a lot of the times Wolf can break through like the straight down block walls very effectively with just like Meaty Nair. Good up smash there from Syrup. So if Meaty Nair is abusing all 3 blocks in a row just like that, then staggering the blocks or making like some sort of house or different contraption becomes a whole lot more beneficial, because Wolf can't hit all of them at once, so he has to stay on the ground. And preventing a Wolf from jumping, huge.
yeah, no, and that's why we saw the up smash come out to take the stock, because Syrup knew Jakal will jump there, because Wolf wouldn't want to.
Of course.
Great aerial drift, and just catch it, calling them out of the sky. And now, even though with small resources, we're seeing the momentum go towards Syrup. And back air going to close out the stock. We're going to a game 5, guys.
So here's the trick, right?
Yeah.
Syrup's pickaxe broke. So he was playing that entire last stock with no pickaxe. No pickaxe means no forward air, no back air, so no horizontal threat on most of those interactions. He played around crafting table extremely well by spawning it and then going for grabs, but at the end of the day, Syrup was eventually going to need to start crafting at the crafting table, giving Jakal a free jump in and a free safe spaced back air. And that's, like, if you serve it on a silver platter, Jakal's gonna take it.
Game number 5 here on Small Battlefields. I always am a big advocate for changing the stage. I feel like a lot of the times the players are just like, all right, I'm very comfortable here, but they never really think about who or what they are fighting on said stage, right? So definitely a Steve stage, I'd like to say, but I can't say that Wolf truly has any bad stages when you look at him on paper. No. So far, though, Jakal seems to be putting on the Jets right now. Good block there, though, to protect Syrup. The reverse nair into the dash attack. That was ugly.
That stock kind of evaporated right there. And we're seeing Syrup trying to mount a comeback right now. Hopefully he can get the stock early without taking too much percent. But Jakal now down throw, dash attack, 30% off a 2-hit combo.
That's all you need, right? Those 2-hit combos from Wolf, not only are they just really solid in terms of strength, like 2-hit combos, 15% a combo, very nice. But you're also gaining some solid positioning. Up smash here, it will do it after Syrup ejecting from the minecart to land on the platform after, and then go for that spiking fair. And these percents are so dangerous, because not only are you dealing with Steve with rage, you're at Wolf in very, very exploitable percents. Interesting Altyra angle, but Syrup does make it back.
The what?
Altyra.
The who?
That's Steve's up B, the wings with the firework.
That's
Altyra.
called Altyra?
Altyra, yeah.
Nah, I did not play enough Minecraft to know that. Reggie, did you know that?
I played Minecraft, and I did not know that.
Well, I don't even like Minecraft. What
How did you know that?
Because I watched the direct. True.
I think I was like still just baffled when this character came out.
I saw him like break the blocks, beat up Mario, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Switch channel.
It was on my birthday too. I woke
Happy
up
birthday.
and I was
Happy
like,
birthday.
all right, everybody. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get Dante in Smash. I'm stoked. He deserves it.
You got the
Did
Smash
not
killer.
get Dante in Smash.
You got what people say the Smash killer. People said that was going to be Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
I still wanted Tetris T-Block. I'm not gonna lie.
You should play Rivals. That's very fun.
All right, I'll play Suitcase.
True. Suitcase is based. All right. We're moving in here. This is last stock, actually, as we went on our little tangent there, which was a lot of fun. I love you guys. But when you're coming down to just raw hit interactions, especially against Steve, making sure that these early combos can set up for strong position, but just that big old backer to land Lyric. We are headed into these final stretches, and it just I cannot help but feel that Jakal's getting a little desperate.
Oh, no. Okay, so let me tell you guys what EBoy was trying to do.